Was there anything you picked up from that game that you applied here?
I wasn't at the game, but
okay.
I talked to a friend of mine who coaches, and he said they were boxing one, so we had a game that night. It wasn't, but they said they struggled with a little bit, and hey, anytime you're boxing one, you're going to give some guys open looks, and if they're making them, that really puts you in a bind. Tonight they didn't shoot it well. It's tough to shoot in here, so I think that helped us out.
And on that point, how about Pellegri? Just the way he dogged them over.
Pellegri, I mean, he did it to he does it to everybody. He's a great defender. He's a glue guy on our team. He makes it all happen. He's a great leader, and he defends. And tonight he scored the ball well too.
I mean, there's not that many times where Aaron's got his hands on the bottom of his shorts.
No, and we brought in Perdickus off the bench. We had two guys basically, that probably played. Perdickus probably played like 13 minutes, and they did it. Hey, it's a tough job to do. And those guys buy in and they do it, and that's what needed to be done for us to win.
And just from where things started off, getting a couple losses early, and then to now, and just the way things are just so wide open this year in the South. I mean, from a momentum standpoint, what has this last week and a half been for you like?
No, it's been really good. I mean, I'm proud of my guys. We got 8 seniors, and a lot of them didn't play a lot last year. Other than McKee, Pellegri played about 7 minutes a game, and Sammy, and the rest of these guys were either played JV or were swing guys. And to step up, Skidmore and Perdickus and Palazzini's had a great year. He hardly played at all last year for us. So I think that's what we really got going for us. Sammy's a great player and he makes it all go. But our senior leadership and our role player guys are really, doing the job. And we're getting good stuff out of Matt Pillis inside defensively, and Russ, and it's a really good. We got a good team. We got a nice rotation.
And how about Bo Miller just directing the offense? He looked very comfortable.
Yeah, I mean Sammy. One time in the end, coach was like, "Tell him to get it." I'm like, "Hey, let Sammy. I trust him. He'll make a good decision. He doesn't take very many bad shots. And he plays he's such under control. And you feel confident within his hands, and he knows what we want, and he's going to do the right thing. So you can kind of let him go a little bit. So.
Third time's a charm with Stoughton, Coach?
I think so. I don't know whoever said that third time thing. It's tough to beat a team 3 times. Most times because you don't play a team 3 times in a year. But it's good for both of us going into the tournament to play a game like that. And I think Stoughton will get better because of it. The boxing one and seeing some different things. I'm sure they've seen a lot of it. But and I know for us, our guys were hungry tonight. I was a little bit worried after the Mansfield game because we won our side of the division. If what does this game really mean to them? But it meant a lot, and they played like it. So proud of them for that.
Late in that fourth quarter, Pillis picked up that offensive rebound, put it back. You got pretty excited on the bench there.
Yeah.
Stressing offensive rebounds.
Yeah, I mean rebounding period. But for Matt, he said he didn't play a lot last year, and he's done a good job of defensively and rebounding for us. When he scores, I get excited because he averaged like 4 or 5 points a game, and that was a huge play for us. And I'm excited for him. Because he's contributed and he's doing a lot of good things. So, and that was a big play in the game there. Where they looked like they were getting some momentum, and that quelled it a little bit there.
Not to look past your tournament coming up here, but later next week you got CM. Just some confidence going into that?
I think so. I mean, I think this kind of score is what we need. We said we got to keep the game in the 50s and 60s, and I never get to see the BC High CM game. Like, how do they keep them down to that score?
They jump on the court and they fight.
But and you're saying, geez, how? I mean, I know they play good that matchup zone and everything, but you got to break the press, and then if you don't have you almost sometimes don't take the layup, run some clock, and less possessions. They got so much skill, you want less possessions in the game, because if there's a lot of possessions, they'll outskill you. So, we'll look at this tournament we're in. We got Medway, Whitensville Christian, who I know you saw, and Cardinal Spellman. It's a great tournament, and then CM. So we got 3 and 4 days next week. So that'll be then we'll get a little rest before the tournament.